And then I said, Sean, you're not just a clown, you're the whole car. And the whole plane laughed.
And everyone clap on the plane laughed. Hi, swingers. How's it going?
Welcome back to another discouraging episode of Tire Swing Games plays Pokemon Scarlet for the Nintendo Switch.
It's super discouraging. Fun fact: Nintendo.
Nintendies?
Hang on a minute. Gotta wait. Just a little bit more. Nintendies nuts is offering refunds for this and Violet because they're trash.
People have been getting refunds since day one, Seth.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you gotten yours?
No, so I believe you have to return the game to get the refund.
Damn it. But really, this is kind of inexcusable.
There are a lot of things that should not have ever happened.
This is a half-made product.
I was watching Tama Hiroka? I forget her full name. On YouTube just yesterday. And she was saying that she thinks likely the issue is just a lot of the issues, not all of them of course, but a lot of them are just issues with time. Like, they've been foolishly putting Pokemon out every year for a while now.
Like 20 years now.
No. Not even 10.
Really?
Yeah. We are trying to go here.
So hang on.
Can we maybe from that way?
So
follow until the break and then turn left.
They did 2 Pokemon games last year even.
Yeah.
Because they did, well, technically 3, but Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond Pearl.
That's 2. Which is not common, but Legends Arceus was an experiment, is the argument for it having been put out when it was.
Sure.
Oh, that's Magnemite.
But we let's start here. Scarlet Violet, go back 1 year. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, go back a year. Sword and Shield, right?
Sword and Shield DLC. Not Sword and Shield itself.
Okay. So what game came out that year, if any at all?
The DLC.
Just the DLC?
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding?
So then the year before that is Sword Shield.
Yep.
Then before that is Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu.
Yep.
And before that, I don't even know.
USUM.
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, okay. And before that, Black 2, White 2?
No.
I don't know when those came out, Logan.
Gen 5, and we're currently talking about Gen 7. Maybe it was the other Gen 7 games that came out the year before that.
Point is, if you're making a point of releasing this new game every year, it's not going to be a quality product.
No.
And you're going to burn out your workers.
And that's exactly what part of what she was saying. Like, if you compare it to, like, Madden games are shit. And they get released every year.
And they are increased more buggy each year.
Yeah.
So, what you have here is a failure to not be capitalist.
That's one way to state it, I guess. I think this thing is pure. I don't know if it's water ground at this point. We will send in.
I mean,
Pikachu and find out.
The fact of the matter is this is what happens when the demand for content outweighs the.
No. The demand for content is not there. Look, the issue, Seth, people, sure, would like more content, but they want...
good content.
Yeah. People aren't demanding a new Pokemon game every year. So, claiming the demand for content outweighs the time frame or something is factually incorrect.
Well, it might not be demand from the consumer's end. It's clearly demand from the producer's end, because they are demanding that it be made.
Well, the issue is...
I know that's not how that...
I do legitimately blame Pokemon Go, to an extent.
Interesting. Now, I'm sure you have a logical line of thought here.
Pokemon is the most profitable piece of media. It's the most profitable franchise of all time. By a very long shot. Pokemon Go came out in
2016.
And it has already achieved more than 5% of Pokemon's total profits.
That's impressive. But that's also because
Yes.
Pokemon Go is easily the most accessible Pokemon game. It's free to play, I think. You didn't have to purchase it.
No. But Seth,
And it's on a smartphone. Well, not everyone. Almost everyone has a smartphone.
yes. But stop and think for a second. Pokemon Go, amongst other things, was a shit game when it came out. It was god awful. The only reason it did as well as it did was nostalgia bait.
Well, and it was a novelty. Because, like, what other game out there did what Pokemon was doing?
Yeah, but it was fucking atrocious.
Oh, yes.
Um,
It was plagued with latency issues.
I don't remember that, but I broke the right half of my screen on my phone like 2 weeks after Pokemon Go came out and could not play it anymore because I couldn't interact with like half the buttons.
Yeah.
Now
Now, that was back 2016. Was that the LG?
I believe that was when I had the LG G3. This is gonna hurt.
Because, like, I think I had a Galaxy S6 at the time, which could handle it.
No, it wasn't the game my phone couldn't handle. Is I literally dropped my phone and the right half inch of my phone stopped working.
Right.
Which for 90% of purposes wasn't a big deal.
Sure. It doesn't affect Tennis Racket. Tennis Racket is built different.
Tennis Racket is built different. That just raises, regular defense. Oh well, Curly still dies. But the fact is, Pokemon Go became so hilariously profitable in such a short amount of time. They realized that they don't really. They started looking more into where the profits of Pokemon came from, and it's not the games. The games are not what the real profit from Pokemon comes from. It's the fucking merch, and it's the merch, the card games, the plushes, Pokemon Go. That's where all the profit comes from. So Pokemon Company's not Game Freak, Nintendo, Pokemon Company aren't incentivized to make good games. They're incentivized to make new Pokemon that they can then profit off of somewhere else.
And that's the problem. Because now they're just willing to make new Pokemon, put them in new Pokemon games, but not necessarily have the good, because they're going to sell plushies anyway.
And I think that's why we've had an explosion of different forms of Pokemon too. Because now they don't have to develop a whole new Pokemon. They can just make a new form for a Pokemon they've already developed, make it mostly the same, and make a shit ton of money off the card or the plush or whatever the fuck they make.
Pikachu, you got this. Pikachu indeed had this.
I never doubted Pikachu for a second.
He does the legwork, you know?
Yeah, I do know. Pikachu is reliable.
I mean, look at those quads.
We don't want dive. We'll have to evolve Pikachu at some point. Apparently, it's an annoyance to evolve Pikachu in this game. It has to be done by doing 1,000 steps out of Pokeball, which you're like, okay, that's not that difficult. But it has to be 1,000 consecutive steps, apparently, which is...
So much work.
Yeah, that is legitimate bullshit.
Oh, watch it move anyway.
Well, Seth, I don't know if you noticed, but
Paralyzed doesn't seem to do anything unless it's you.
it really does seem to be the case. I've never run the numbers or anything, but and I'm sure most people feel this way as well. That it feels like paralysis and confusion fuck you up more than they do your opponents, or multi-hit moves are more likely to get max hits against you than yours are against the opponents.
Like, status effects seem to do more for the opponents than they do for you.
I'm sure if you actually run the numbers, it's just like a confirmation bias type thing, but...
But on the other hand...
Yeah.
Based on the evidence we have seen so far in our game in particular, it seems to be the case.
Yeah, but who really knows?
Maybe some nerd like Scribara can run the numbers for us.
I don't know if Scribar still pays much attention. It's been a while since
We've seen hide or hair from them. Apparently that's the thing people say.
I simply wouldn't.
I'm dying, Swingers. It's fine.
Okay, now to go do another gang war.
Roy, a bison. Hello. Come here. My boy. Sponge boy, me Bob.
Sponge boy, me Bob. Where's the gang war? Right there.
Are we gonna get involved in it? Are we gonna do a drive-by?
Yeah. I'm thinking though we'll just start the gang war next time. Make this a short one. Bye, Swingers.